boneless.
Ladies and gentlemen, moving on to our fourth contest of the afternoon. Entering the Battle Arena cage first, into the red corner, make some noise for Shadid. Vatsaev.
Shadid Vatsaev coming out of Frontline Academy, Norway. Do you know Frontline Academy has 2 locations, Steve? They've got Oslo and Drammen. They're such a big gym. And I was doing a little bit of research about Frontline Academy. They said their jiu-jitsu is under Eduardo Tetarios, the 80cc veteran. Their day-to-day jiu-jitsu is under Morten Josefsson, who's a Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt. And I was reading about their head MMA coach, Mohsen the Professor Bahari, and he's actually the corner man to Jack Hermanson. So he's at so many UFC events, cornering some of the best fighters on the planet, and also training some of the best fighters on the planet at the Frontline Academy.
So we got experience all the way up to the top there from Frontline Academy Norway. We know that they always bring standout fighters, and they're always ready to throw down. It's going to be really interesting because obviously standing across the cage at Frontline Academy today will be Tramso's top team from Norway. It'll be Sindre Larson, who's making his debut. So a very hard debut. But the amount of experience that goes into a gym can be very, very good. It really can be very good. But when you have a lot of generals, like you seem to over there at the Frontline Academy Oslo, sometimes you can get mixed messages. And sometimes it doesn't actually tailor to one fighter. But that's just me saying.
Entering the cage into the blue corner. Make some noise for Sindre. Larson.
And what we're seeing, Steve, is a lot of fighters that used to have these mega camps. I think there's still mega camps, American Top Team and so on. American Kickbox Academy back in the day, and then the Greg Jackson guys, Albuquerque. But a lot of the fighters now like to go to a slightly smaller gym and have the whole team focused on that one guy.
More personal attention, exactly.
Yeah.
More of a relationship between yourself and the coaches, and that's what you're seeing a lot of these you're seeing a lot of these pro guys put just a few select people around them, and that helps. Now, something that I noticed on your notes here, Chris, because you take impeccable notes, is that the Tronso team has a boxing-heavy gym, very boxing-heavy, and we saw those hands go flying from Ulrich Vansvik just a moment ago. So I wonder if that's going to be the difference here, because I've been thinking about a lot of this when I'm coaching some of the MMA guys over at RGA Bucks, is that when you're kicking, you're always off balance to a degree. You're planted on one foot. They can be driven over, bundled over, whereas when you're planted on both feet, you can strike with a lot of power. And speaking of power, that mullet is probably,
You hit 10% harder when you have a mullet.
He just condensed all of the 80s and just put it on top of his head there.
It's the fashion, it's so weird.
I love it.
You'd look good with a mullet.
In choosing first the fighter in the red corner, weighing 67.7 kilograms, representing Frontline Academy, Norway. Make some noise for Shadid. Vatsaev. And his opponent, the fighter in the blue corner, weighing 65.7 kilograms, representing Tronso top team, Norway. Make some noise for Sindre Larson. And your referee in charge, Mr. Stu Davis.
Steve, I'm predicting a striker versus grappler affair. What do you think?
That would be what is indicated by both gyms. You've got Frontline Academy, really great standout grappling gym, like you said, experience all the way up to the Abu Dhabi Combat Club. But, you gotta start standing.
So we've got Vatsaev in the solid black and Larson in the white and gray.
The Venom shorts versus the combat shorts. A little bit of feeling up.
Nice front leg kick.
Nice switch. I don't know if you saw his hand.
Oh, he's telegraphing it, but it landed.
Yeah. Came up through the guard.
It looks to me like Larson wants to keep us on the feet. And it also looks to me like Vatsaev is just trying to get the timing down, just reading his opponent, but he's also controlling the middle.
And
he's not backing up.
You can kind of play a bit of possum there. You can get them to kind of to overcommit on their strikes and then allow the grappling. Oh, and he lands a right hand.
That's what I mean, Steve. He's just figuring out the timing of Larson. That's why he can land that right.
Ooh, snap kick up the middle.
Nice.
They're just trading at the moment. Seems like Vatsaev is happy enough to do some striking. He lands a couple teeps there and a right hand as well. I love that little combination.
That right, he doesn't load it, Steve. He just throws it straight, and that's why it's sneaking through.
He's staring a hole in his opponent.
Yeah. Oh, loaded up on the kick there, landed.
He's doing well to keep him at bay with that rear teep kick.
Larson just looks like he's lacking strategy a little bit, Steve. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know if he...
No, that right again.
Lovely left hook, straight right combo. Goes back to a lead right hand, and now he's up in the clinch with double underhooks.
I think this is what Vatsaev wants. He's in the guard of Larson.
Lifts him just so easily there and wrestles him to the ground. And we're going to see the ground skills of Tromsø top team.
Yeah, he's looking for an angle straight away, playing rubber guard, Steve. I know you're a big rubber guard fan.
Huge rubber guard fan. Oh. I know Stuart Davies is.
Not anymore.
Up kicks are allowed here at Battle Arena, but uses it to pass.
Yeah, beautiful pass there from Vatsaev. Nice controlling side control. See how he's got his left arm round his face, driving that shoulder in. Makes it very hard for Larson to work any of the escapes. And
definitely it will stall a little bit at this time, but that's just Vatsaev trying to get the pressure down and trying to look for his next move. You don't really want to hang out in side control in an MMA fight. You can step over or get them to try to move like we're seeing with Larson right now. He's very good. He slides that knee across.
Beautiful transitions from Vatsaev.
Oh, look at those right hands. God, he must throw a hammer for a living, does Vatsaev, because it's just so strong. Now he's taking the back. He had hooks in.
Smooth.
Is he falling off the side here? Seems to be under the neck. He's got the...
I think this is over, Steve. Oh, Larson's sliding out. If he can stay on his
kind
side,
of on his side. He's out cold. Out cold.
What a squeeze from Vatsaev.
I think he ended up a bit... Oh, and there we see him kind of flail. He's back to it. Sometimes when your computer comes back on, gives you a bit of a short there for a moment. But he was a bit on the... He was definitely on the side of the neck there, so he probably got a good squeeze in the artery. Yeah, look at... And totally calm. No big celebrations from Vatsaev. Just another day at the office for Frontline Academy.
It's just a stoic warrior, isn't he, Steve? It was just so clinical. The patience at the beginning, figuring out the timing, the landing the right at will just with timing, the easily getting the takedown and then easily passing and then pretty easily getting that choke and putting him to sleep. It was just clinical.
And you look at the setups. When he did posture up, he threw 2 right hands down with incredible speed and force. It was, yeah, I wouldn't have wanted to eat those. I could feel them from all the way over here. And I know Larson did, and that's what made him turn his back. He had really no choice there. It's either be finished with the strikes or give up your back and hopefully roll the dice on that. And he did, and he came up short against Vatsaev, who ends this with a first round rear naked choke victory. Here we go for our official announcement. We go to the man with the mic, Karsten Landjoint.
So after 2 minutes and 41 seconds of the first round, we have your winner. Fire a naked choke for the fighter in the red corner. Make some noise for Shadid. Vatsaev.
I mean, it's kind of what you expect from
Sindre, Larson.
The frontline guys, just the clinical, high-level grappling they have there. I mean, under that 80cc veteran, Eduardo Rios.
And he didn't have to shy away from the striking. His right hand was the real difference in the stand-up.
Yep.
And he walked Larson down into the cage, and Vatsaev it was excellent. He was able to clinch up really big and hard, actually, to do that lifting double underhook slam that he did. Quite hard, because usually people posture back or slide their hips out and back. That wasn't in Larson's wheelhouse.
Yeah.
And God, Vatsaev just dominated it, start to finish, pillar to post.